Now, you might have seen recently that another soldier has fallen to the woke mind virus. Mark Rober. He made a video in which a Tesla goes through a styrofoam wall, and this has made him woke. And one of the YouTubers who has made a response to Mark's response to the response of the video, AI DRIVR, and his response to the response to the response is now getting a response because he's just lying. I don't know why.
Okay, so Mark makes it pretty clear he has no relationship with Luminar whatsoever. This wasn't a sponsored video, there was no money exchanged. Like he said, they are just a car technology that he knows about that uses LiDAR, so he reached out to them to borrow a car. And while that's not necessarily a lie, it's not really the entire truth either, as Mark and Austin Russell, who's the CEO of Luminar, are actually buddies, which Mark admits himself and what I would consider really good buddies because Austin donated $4 million to support Mark's project.
Well, actually, that's not the entire truth either, because Mark and Elon Musk, who's the CEO of Tesla, are actually buddies, which Mark admits himself, and I would consider really good buddies, because Elon donated $1 million to Team Trees. So, I don't know. This logic doesn't work here.
More sketchy when Luminar promoted Mark's video on their homepage before quickly removing it. It makes me wonder why.
Throughout this video, you've used evidence of Mark's conversation with Philip DeFranco on the Philip DeFranco show, and all his responses. However, you seemingly, again, when you're trying to make links between Luminar and Mark, leave out Mark's responses to that sort of thing. Most of this video seems to be in good faith. I don't really understand why you do something like this. Most of this video does seem to be about your genuine complaints with how Mark ran his test, and that's completely fine. However, specifically when it comes to drawing links between Luminar and Mark, you really do try and actively leave out, which in my opinion seems like you may have done it with a little bit of malice, you actively leave out these truths that he has the same bias towards Elon when it comes to money and donating to his projects. And he did explain why Luminar took down that video, because they had a previous agreement. Here's that clip.
I think someone said that they had posted it. My guess is they took it down because we were very clear with them, like, you aren't allowed to use this at trade shows. This isn't part of your marketing material. Like, this isn't a puff piece for you. We just want to borrow the car, and whatever happens, happens. So my guess is they felt bad and realized that's a bad look if they are posting it. But we told them, like, this is not for your marketing materials. We are just using your car for our video. So if it's down, I'm guessing that's why they took it down, out of respect for us.
But I don't know why you would then take that and leave it out of the video when you've provided multiple other clips of the same interview in the video. Meaning, I know you did watch it, and you still actively said, I wonder why they took it down, guys. I wonder why. As if you didn't know Mark's explanation for it. You could have even put Mark's explanation in there and gone, I don't buy it. Which that would have been completely fine, but you didn't. You actively took that part of context and removed it from the video. So yeah, Al Driver, I do believe truly that you have manipulated Mark's words here. Mark Rober's words here. You have taken, through this video, you've taken quite a balanced view most of the time. But when it comes to relationships with Luminar and the CEO, and trying to draw connections there to a grander conspiracy, you seem to leave out context and actively manipulate any people watching this video into believing that Mark actually might have had some sort of connection with the Luminar CEO that wasn't equal to his connection to Elon Musk. The only thing you could, I guess, say in furtherance of the Luminar CEO having more leverage than Elon Musk does over Rober is it happened more recently, and it was a few more million than what Elon donated. But I really don't think you can come onto this video, complain about Mark leaving out stuff, leaving out context, chopping up clips, etc., when then you come on this video, chop up clips, and leave out context the whole time. I think it's very hypocritical. If you want to make your own conclusions about Mark's connections to Luminar, that's completely fine. And as he says in this video, it's all his opinion. However, you've done exactly what you told Mark not to do. Let people make up their own opinions by showing the whole context. Don't just leave out clips because you know they exist. Don't just say, guys, I'm just asking questions, when you know there is a response that you're actively hiding, that's in the middle of a Philip DeFranco video, that people may not go and look for, especially because it's not one of the big things that Mark tries to respond to in the video, but it is one of the things he responds to. And you've watched the whole video, I know that because it's spliced throughout this. Around 50% of this video is your content, and 50% of the video is Philip DeFranco's show. But for some reason, when you're talking about the promotion of Mark's video through Luminar's website, it is conveniently left out that Mark responded to that and said they had an agreement. It is conveniently left out. Do I think you did this on purpose? I honestly am not really sure, because you specifically call it to suspicion after bringing up all this other evidence, which it can also be debunked by the fact that Elon did the same thing. You specifically call this to suspicion, even though the response is in the video, which seems pretty out of malice, whilst what Mark did seems to have been out of genuine mishap and not a lot of effort being put into that video, or not a lot of research being put into that video, which he should have done. That's on Mark's head, of course, 100%. I'm not defending Mark Rober here. I am, however, defending his connections to Luminar's CEO, because you have just lied about that. You've done the exact same thing Mark's done, and I think it is unethical for you to come into this video and act like, as you said even later in the video, Elon makes people act irrationally when you are actively acting irrationally, even though the proof is right there. The proof is in the pudding, but you just ignored it. Seems a bit interesting. Anyway, I've said my piece now. I just needed to say my piece.
I'm sick of these people who critique with sheep while standing in cloaks. You're acting like seagulls and praying as seagulls while vultures approach. They crushing you beetles, survival is feeble, against me they smoked. Their message is feeble, shit I could perceive through fucks but I won't.